Hi everyone, I'm Deborah Joya and we're here to do a seated and laying down yoga practice suitable for just about anybody, and you can always skip or modify anything for your body. So first of all, when you're seated, I highly recommend you sit up on a pillow or a blanket. And then when you do that, you want to be sitting right on the edge of it, so your knees are lower than the hips ideally. Of course, if you have really tight hips, it also might be helpful to put another blanket under your knees. So notice, I'm going to turn to the side just for a moment to show you that I'm not sitting back on the pillow. That low back is not sinking back. I'm sitting right on the edge of it. So the low back actually comes forward a little bit. I'm lifting under those ribs, lengthening the spine, sinking the shoulders down. Okay, so let's come into center and take a moment to just focus inward, let go of the day, be in our bodies. So perhaps closing those eyes, bringing a very slight smile to the face, and noticing the breath. The focus of the mind is perhaps the most important thing we do in yoga. So even if you stay right here throughout our practice and imagine you're doing the rest of it, you'll still receive great benefit. Let's lift the hands to the heart, pressing the palms together gently, pressing the thumbs up into the ribs, and be grateful. Being grateful for this moment, for each breath, for this opportunity to enhance your well-being. Good, and then slowly bringing the hands to the knees. On the inhale, we'll press the chest forward and look up. On the exhale, we'll hug the tummy in and open the back. Nice slow movement, getting that spine moving, releasing those tiny muscles on either side of the spine as well as the larger muscles, especially in the shoulder blades. Good, and then coming to center. If it's right for you, we're going to switch which foot is in front. For this one, you may want to remove the blanket. It may be more comfortable. So we'll bring the hands to the knees and begin spinal roll. So on the inhale, we're bringing that chest open. On the exhale, hug the tummy in, sink the chin, take it to the back. So remember, only go as deep as is right for you. Listen to your body. Your body should always feel good in yoga. So remember to hug that tummy in, protecting your low back as you come back. And the next time you come to the front, reverse. Maybe you'll take it a little slower, sinking deeply in each instant. Perhaps a little bit more off to the side. A deeper focus. Lots of ways to go deeper in our yoga practice. Coordinating movement with breath. Developing that focus and healing of the brain. Good, and let's come into center. Lifting under the ribs, so lifting right at the center of the body, gently engaging those core muscles. We're going to slowly rotate to the right. Now let's make sure we shift that right hip back a little bit to protect the sciatic nerve. Your left hand might be on the knee, and the right one is back behind. Let's make sure those shoulders are rolled back and down. We're lifting under the ribs. And let's inhale and exhale, slowly rotate. So my shoulders are going to stay in this posture and in fact go deeper with each breath. But on the inhale, I'll turn just my head back. And on the exhale, I'll turn a little more, deepening. Good, breathing into the chest and upper back. Remember to be lifting under those ribs. Good, and let's inhale into center. Keep that spine long. And exhale, slowly turn to the other side. Remember to shift that hip back. Lifting under the ribs again, shoulders down. Let's inhale and exhale. Only going as deep as is right for you, as always. On the inhale, we'll keep the shoulders where they are, but turn the head back. And on the exhale, we'll deepen even further. Breathing into that heart center. Big, grateful breaths. Good, and then inhaling, coming to center. Let's bring those feet out in front. So definitely, if you didn't already bring the pillow or blanket away, bring it away now. We're going to have those hands back behind and just sway a little bit side to side. Good, and now bringing the hands around the knees. On the inhale, we'll press the chest forward and look up. On the exhale, hug the tummy in, open the back. So we're getting that spine moving a little deeper here. Believe it or not, this movement is good for the brain. The cerebrospinal fluid flows up and down the spine and circulates through the brain, rejuvenating the brain tissue. This is a great alternative to being on the hands and knees. And in this particular practice, we're not going to get on the hands and knees. We are now going to go ahead and get on our backs. If you have neck issues, you may need to use the pillow. So that's up to you. Let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. A couple of alternatives here for you. If it's better for you to have the feet on the floor, just keep them on the floor. Or you can bring those legs up, hold behind the knees, and we're going to rock side to side, creating a nice massage for that spine and the entire back. A slight smile helps you to relax the face. So slight others might not see it, but just feel that relaxation. Let's come to center. Maybe you'll wrap those hands around the knees. You can clasp them or just hold on to the knees, whatever feels good for you. Let's begin to turn the head side to side. Inhaling up, exhaling down, creating another nice stretch in that neck. Good, and coming into center, let's hold on to that right leg and send the left foot to the floor. So it might be better for some people's low back to keep this left leg bent, or you can straighten it out if that's comfortable for you. Let's just hug that right knee up towards the armpit. So depending on your level of flexibility, you might wrap your arm around it or just hold with the hands. We're actually focusing on the belly here, relaxing in the ascending colon, encouraging relaxation in that abdomen, which is so important for overall well-being. Nice slow breath through the nose, let go. Good, and let's take this opportunity, just point and flex that foot a few times, opening up in the ankle, and then send the leg up. So notice I don't have the leg straight. I'm just looking for a stretch in the back of the thigh and the hamstring. Some people can reach their toes. When you pull your toes back, you'll add that stretch in your calf. So wherever you hold is fine. Let's just draw that leg back and get a good stretch. It's always nice to massage a little bit, loosen up those muscles. We never want to go into a forced stretch in yoga. It's always a gentle stretch. We're easing our bodies into the stretch, keeping that relaxation that's so important to prevent further inflammation and to actually release the muscles. In fact, if we go slow into it, we'll end up going into a deeper stretch. Good, and while we're here, let's do a couple of ankle rolls in each direction, sending love to those wonderful feet that take us through life. Good, and then slowly hugging that knee back into the chest, we'll bring the other one up and switch sides. Well, remember, your sides might be different. Maybe on the other side, you were able to put this leg straight. Maybe now you need to keep it bent. Both are fine. Let's hug that knee up towards the armpit. So it goes out towards the armpit a little bit so it avoids the rib cage. And just hugging it as deep as feels good for you. Focusing on relaxing now in your descending colon, lower abdomen. Encouraging digestion, which is so important for our health. Remembering that slight smile, the slow breath through the nose. And let's do a couple of flexes with the foot, drawing the toes back, pointing and curling. Good, and then sending that leg up towards the sky, drawing it back. Remember, some people might reach for their toes. It's optional. You can hold wherever you'd like. You can massage. Reminding yourself to be right on that yoga edge where the stretch feels good, but it's still gentle enough that you can relax, that you can breathe nice and slow. One way to know that you're going too deep into a stretch is that you can't breathe slow. If you can't breathe slow, you're not doing yoga. You want to slow it down. Focus the mind. Breathe. And while we're here, we'll do a couple of ankle rolls in each direction. Feeling that wonderful flow through the ankles. Perhaps noticing the flow of the ocean behind me here in Laguna Beach, California. Good, and then draw it back, maybe just a little deeper, and hug the knee in. Let's bring both knees into the chest and relax. Maybe rock again, and bring the feet to the earth. So we're going to take that right ankle on top of the left thigh. If it feels good for you, gently press this thigh outward, opening up the hip. So always remember to take care of your knees. We never want sharp pain in those knees or in fact those shoulders, so always be aware of that. Relaxing into this stretch, opening up the hip. So some people might stay right here. Some people might straighten out that bottom leg and relax here, opening the hip more deeply. Others might go into reclining pigeon. There's a couple versions there as well. One is to just draw the upper leg towards you. We're aiming for a stretch somewhere in the buttock, the outside of the thigh, but you're going to feel it where you're tight, so don't worry if it's not there. Just pulling that leg in. Another alternative is to wrap your around the lower leg. Draw that in. More flexible, wrap their hands around the shin. Let's draw those shoulders down. Maybe turn the head side to side a couple times, soften in the neck, and breathe. Remember, gentle stretch, relaxing deeper into it with each exhale. Good, and let's very slowly bring both feet to the floor. We'll switch sides, left ankle on the thigh, gently pressing that knee open, softening in the hip. Remember that your two sides might be different, so listen to your body. The alternatives again were to stay here, maybe bring that bottom leg straight and hold here, or one of the versions of reclining pigeon. Check it out on this side, do what feels good for you. Shoulders down, turn the head a couple times, soften the neck, breathe, focus, relax. Remembering that slight smile that softens the face. Good, and then very slowly bringing both feet to the floor. Let's take the arms up at your sides, bent at the elbows like a saguaro cactus, and begin to flow those knees side to side. Good, and then bringing the knees into center. Let's bring the hands down at our sides and roll the shoulders under. We're protecting the neck here by rolling the shoulders under and lifting the chin, preparing for bridge posture. So the feet are about hip width apart and parallel. We're pushing the feet away from us on the mat to lift that chest. This is our inhale. On the exhale, we'll slowly roll down, perhaps lifting the heels on the way down to get a nice massage on the spine. So just inhaling up and exhaling down. As always, only do what feels good for you. Only go as high as is right today. So you could hold up here for a few breaths or continue to flow. If you're holding, inhale into the chest, exhale through the neck and out the head. Just letting that wonderful flow of relaxation between the heart and brain. Good, and then very, very slowly roll down and find what we call Shavasana, the relaxation posture. So for many people, it's important to have the knees bent to protect the low back. You might have a pillow or a couple blankets to put underneath the knees, or you might just bring the feet wide apart and rest the knees towards each other, so no effort is required. It's recommended that the hands be out with the palms turned upward. If it feels good for you to have those legs straight, let the feet be about a foot apart, let the toes fall outward. And let's just focus inward and breathe. Letting the back of your body relax into the mat. Feeling the back of your head. Everywhere the body touches the earth. And then notice your breath. Perhaps imagine the whole body is breathing. Expanding on the inhale, relaxing deeply on the exhale. Maybe you'll allow that tongue to flow into the center of the mouth. Feel your jaw soften, your cheeks relax. Your eyes might sink. Let that whole face and scalp soften. And perhaps imagining waves flowing from the top of the head all the way down the body. Healing, magical waves of energy or water or light just flowing through, softening the head, the neck, shoulders, flowing through the torso and arms. the hands and the hips, flowing down the legs into the feet and toes. Relax just as long as you'd like. I encourage you to continue this practice and ones like it to enhance your well-being. Namaste, which means I honor you.